pork chops with brown butter and sage pasta. Bone-in pork chops. I have seasoned them and left them exposed in the refrigerator in the lowest part of the fridge with about 1.5 teaspoons to 2 teaspoons of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of sugar. And I spread that out over both sides. So I've got a cast iron skillet screaming hot. It just has a very little bit of oil in it, okay? But you want it hot and you want to hear that sizzle when the meat goes into the pan. These guys take a while to cook, all right? And we want to cook the edges, but we don't want them to go beyond 145 degrees. For the side dish, make a green salad of any kind or a green vegetable of any kind. But I also love brown butter and sage pasta. So the butter is coming up now. It's melted. I'm going to add the sage. And in our case, a little bit of garlic. You do not have to do that. You can just add sage. For the chops, we're looking for color all around, including the sides of the chops, all right? They take about 6 to 7 minutes on each side. If your bone-in chops are about as thick as ours, this is a little over an inch, 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches thick, okay? So now we're going to let all of this meat rest in the same pan that you were just cooking the chops in all that great flavor. I'm taking an entire lemon. I cut the pith, the center junk out, and all of the seeds, and we use the whole lemon. We're adding it straight to the pan with all the drippings. And we're going to add crushed garlic. A 1/4 cup of drained capers. A little bit of chili paste. This is Calabrian chili paste. I find it milder than the flakes, so I use a lot. I stir in a good tablespoon. If I was using flakes, I'd use half that, 1.5 teaspoons. A splash of vinegar. And then white wine or white vermouth. That's going to be your sauce for the sliced pork chops. So now we just have to drop the pasta and toss it with the sage. Here's what's happened to the sage. All the leaves are nice and crispy and the butter is brown. Here's the pork browned on the sides all over. All we do is cut it away from the bone. Then we take that lovely rested pork. See how none of the juice runs out? It's perfectly cooked. Again, 140 to 145 Fahrenheit is what you're looking for. Take all of the meat from the 4 chops and slide it into this gorgeous thick sauce. Look at this sauce. Look, we're adding all of the juice. You can add a little extra bone broth if you need it from your pantry, okay? We're gonna add all of that in there and the natural juices. All we're gonna do is take this gorgeous pasta, still a little slushy, sloshy, and add all of our crispy sage and butter. Yes! To emulsify all together with pecorino cheese, sheep's milk cheese. And we just stir, 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 stir until we get that all to marry. And we can take a little olive oil too to help with all of our process. So we're going to take this beautiful pork with the crispy capers. Oh my God, look at this. And the plain, just so simple, brown butter and sage pasta.